foremost Nigerian erudite professor and scholar, political economist and management expert, Professor Pat Utomi celebrated his 65th birthday on Sunday, the 6th of February 2021, at the Church of the Assumption, Falomo, Ikoyi, Lagos. With his immediate family members and few friends in attendance, Professor Pat Utomi marked his birthday in the presence of God in thanksgiving and appreciation for His goodness upon his life. Patrick Okedinachi Utomi was born on the 6th of February 1956 in Kaduna. He hails from Igbuzo, in Oshimili North local government area of Delta State. He attended St. Thomas Primary School, Kano for his primary school education. For his secondary school education, he moved from Our Lady of Fatima Aguso to Christ the King College, Onitsha, and finished at Loyola College, Ibadan. He completed his secondary school education at the age of 15, but given that the entry age for university education was 17, he enrolled at the Federal School of Arts and Science in the interim. He later got admission into the University of Nigeria, Nsukka, in 1973 to study mass communication. He proceeded to the Indiana University, Bloomington, USA, where he got his MA, MPA, and PhD degrees. He was appointed Professor of Social and Political Economy, Environment of Business and Entrepreneurship at the Lagos Business School in 2003. He has been a scholar in residence at the Harvard Business School and the American University in Washington, D.C. Professor Pat Utomi's name is not unfamiliar in the political space. He has served in very high positions in government. He became Special Assistant to President Shehu Shagari at the age of 27. He was the presidential candidate of the African Democratic Congress, ADC, and governorship candidate in Delta State at different times. He is a highly respected critic of the government, citing incompetence and inability of some Nigerian politicians to provide the environment to make a country prosperous. He is the founder of the Center for Value in Leadership and the African Democratic Congress. Professor Pat Utomi is the Chief Operating Officer of Volkswagen Nigeria. There is indeed so much to thank God for Professor Pat Utomi at 65. After a series of Bible readings by some of the officiating priests, the parish priest of the Church of Assumption, Reverend Father Pius Omofoma, who delivered the sermon for the service, thanked God for the life of Professor Pat Utomi, saying there's no better way to celebrate one's birthday than in the presence of God. Reverend Father Pius Omofoma advised Professor Pat Utomi to keep being the doting husband and father that he is known for, and to consistently use his voice to propagate the ideals of good governance in the country.
You set the standard, you set the pace. We should thank God for this. And we should thank God that they are all cooperating with you. We should thank God, that what we are seeing here is Prof. Pat Utomi. But in reality, it is Prof versus Prof. Because as long as you are in marriage, two of you are one. If Professor Pat is celebrating, Professor Ifoma is also celebrating. But one family has two professors at the same time. Is that not more than enough to thank God? And the two of them are seated here with the family. So we have double prof in one family. Thank God for your mental health. And what we are seeing is just a sign that more professors will come from that family. But just keep the good work. About 20 years ago, I cannot give the particular date. We came to your house, and thank God, Monsignor Weziaku is here. He brought me to your house. I remember then. I think that was when we had the head of state, Abacha then, he was just been overthrown about that time. And the face I saw then, and the face I'm seeing now, little or no difference. you have one kind of feature that keeps you forever young. And so this is one big blessing that you have. Now, apart from looking very young at 65, I'm going to say something that somebody beside you may struggle with you after now, because that's the name I call him. You know, if I say you are a fine boy, I will not be taking you too far. But there's another fine boy sitting beside you, but today is your day, therefore you are the fine boy. Because you still look so young at this age and you have not changed so much. For this, we say thank you, Lord. Thank you for your frame. Thank you for your body mass. Thank you for your physicality, what God has given to you. That today you are still standing upright. We thank God for that. And then for your political career, we really thank God. You have more than enough reasons to thank God. Why? Not every politician who stands to be objective lives for a very long time. But you are one of them. God has kept you. A refined politician, from my own little perspective, a constructive critic, okay? You criticize, but you have something better to offer. That is what I mean. Always striving for good governance in the country and in the state. Ready to deliver when opportunity is given. But despite the different attacks that those in leadership face, especially political leaders, physical attacks, spiritual attack, all forms of attack, you still stand strong and you still stand tall. You have refused to give up. That is more than enough to say thank you, Lord.
Thereafter, Reverend Father Samuel Emenagu prayed for the celebrant and his family, and the Holy Communion followed afterwards. The Thanksgiving session was next as Professor Pat Utomi, his wife, Mrs. Ifeoma Utomi, and their children led other family members to the pulpit for the Thanksgiving session. The church also gave a standing ovation for the celebrant and sang a special happy birthday song for him. In a special interview with the celebrant, he expressed so much joy on his birthday and also weighed in on the current situation of governance in the country.
Well, I feel lucky. I feel graced. I have had a full life, let's put it that way, and so one has to be thankful. It's so easy to take these things for granted, but every day we learn that these things don't come just like that. It's pure grace of God that we're able to do the things that we have managed to do. And so Thanksgiving and a continuous attitude of gratitude really is what we are in.
All right, so
Yes, indeed. I keep doing, I will keep doing. I think at every point in time that we have breath, we owe it as a duty of our being, of creation, to advance the purpose for which God has us here. And part of it is to help build a civilization of love, which is what good governance is about. The fact that the common good of all of us really is where we can best advance our personal individual interests, when we advance the common good of everybody. I am, when I speak critically, I'm not even suggesting that those who do these things are wicked. I think they just don't know enough. Because if they know enough, they will know that their best self-interest is advanced when the common good of all is advanced. That is easier to therefore make personal progress if the common good is advanced.
From Biscon Communications, it's 65 hearty cheers to a dear friend of the house, Professor Pat Utomi.